Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild. And guys, it doesn't matter who's first. You're all at the stream, that's all that matters. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're all having a great day. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're first, just drop it. We're good. Let's just continue on with the stream, guys. Let's just enjoy the stream. Don't worry about who's first, because it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. It really means nothing to be first. Just being here is all that matters, you know? Let's get rid of the 22 LR AR and get that right there, because this actually can do the 22 trick. There we go. And then we'll probably go like that. And I believe we'll need to put the Hyperion on this one. Or no. Argus on that. Argus on that. And then I think we'll do Argus on that and then make sure the Hyperion's on this one. Then we should be good to go. 1524. Definitely not the right time. There we go. Yeah, I remember you, Razor. I remember your old name. Goat of Whitetail Great Ones. Well, thank you, dude. Appreciate that. Just got a Melodyne level 3 Whitetail. Nice, Cole. That's awesome. Congratulations, dude. Do we got anything over here? Nope, nope, and nope. There might be some over there. We should probably go check. I'm doing pretty good, Lane. Doing pretty good. I'm really excited because today I should get my capture card, which means I can start streaming games that are on the Switch, which will be really fun. It's going to be fun to be able to stream some of the Switch games. We will be most likely streaming Pokemon Legends of Arceus tonight, and then I'll probably stream one of the fishing games that are exclusive to the Switch at some point too, because the real fishing games are pretty much just on Nintendo. So yeah, we're going to have to stream that at some point too, because I just picked it up. Because I absolutely used to love the old real fishing games. And I know the newer ones aren't quite as good as the old ones, but I'm still excited to play it. Well, you don't have to watch it then, Luke. It's the beauty of YouTube. You watch what you want and you don't watch what you don't want to. Yeah, Kurt, I remember you, dude. Of course I remember you. Flinter's doing his own thing, Ben. We're not gonna interrupt him midway. Oh, no worries, Lane. No worries. Glad you enjoy the content, Luke. And you never know. If it's a game that you've never seen before, maybe give it a chance and you might end up liking it. Because it's also a series that I didn't used to like either. And then it kind of grew on me and now I'm addicted. Let's try to get this deer to come in. Because I want to delete this zone. I'm tired of having to go to this tiny lake. It's just not convenient at all. Got a wonky albino moose. Nice, Raider. That's awesome, dude. That is very awesome. Yeah, Razor, it's been kind of crazy, dude. The last couple updates have been absolutely insane for the channel and for Call of the Wild in general, to be honest. Oh, and guys, tomorrow I'm going to be posting a video that I think you guys will really enjoy. I've had so many requests to make a video talking about what I want to see in the game. So we're going to do that tomorrow. I got a video coming out that will talk about all the stuff I'd love to see in Call of the Wild and also some of the things that we already know will be coming. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that, because it's a very highly requested video. Where is it? Come on. We need to get this guy down. Normally I wouldn't spend so much time on one deer, but we really need to delete this zone, because it's in such a terrible spot. Ah, man, the wind is not in our favor, though. This isn't going to work out. We definitely killed one of them, though. If we can maybe catch it while we're running, that would probably be best case scenario. We can always try to get it once it goes back to the zone as well. But we need to collect these so that we can get their respawns. Because I really want this zone to delete. I know I will not be streaming on Twitch. I don't stream on Twitch. I only stream here on YouTube. Maybe sometime in the future I'll go back to Twitch, but as of now it's all YouTube for me. No taste servers for Xbox? That is unfortunate, man. That seems pretty normal, though. To be honest, it's kind of the same on PC. There'll be like 1 or 2 servers, but never a ton of them. Yeah, we'll have to come back here later, because these deer are being stubborn. No, Lane, I don't. 3,250 kills into the whitetail grind. No great one. 25 diamond whitetail. Jeez, Cole. That's wild, dude. Hopefully you'll get that great one soon. It took me about 3,750 to get my first one. So maybe you're close. You never know. Hopefully you'll be close, dude. How many more kills till I get the next one, I think? Well, I'd say probably 1,000 or so. That would be my guess if I were to make a prediction. But it really could happen at any time. But if I were to make a guess, probably 1,000. Maybe a little bit more. Hopefully, cool guy. Hopefully we can. Oh, definitely, Luke. It's 100% worth it. The 308 poly tips are really strong. And with those 308 poly tips, you can make back, you know, enough money to buy multiple boxes. So just conserve your ammo. Be careful with the shots you take. And yeah, you can definitely do well with them. I'm using the poly tips right now, and they are absolutely amazing. Definitely the best way to get a bunch of deer down fast. Because you don't really have to worry about like weird angles when you're using the poly tips. It'll penetrate through pretty much anything. Let's go ahead and get these. I mean, you can see it right there. That's poly tips for you. Just absolutely slaughtered those whitetail deer. I realized I was zeroed wrong halfway through that. I did finally get it switched, but the first few I was using the complete wrong zero distance, so I'm surprised I even hit them. Man, didn't quite get the vitals. Was hoping to get a neck bone. Hey Owen, how's it going, dude? Hey William, we're chasing down the great one today. Hopefully we can find it. Oh no, that's for a different game, Nate. That's for a completely different game. We were talking about the ultimate hunting African species list. There's no way that Call of the Wild could ever fit 17 animals on one map. The game would just implode on itself. Hey, Johnny, how's it going? Glad you stopped by, because I think you're the only mod in chat at the moment. Luckily, everybody's been great today, so... 221, not a bad buck. What score is considered big horns for Cape Buffalo? I think it's 156 plus. if I'm not mistaken. I believe 156 point something is where it transitions into the larger horns. Hey Destiny, how's it going? I think I forgot to say hi earlier. Yeah, Nate, we weren't talking about Call of the Wild. It's still way too early to have any news about a new map for Call of the Wild. We don't get new maps for Call of the Wild until around June, so most likely we wouldn't hear anything about it until late May, maybe early June. It's usually not this early that we would get news about a new map. How do you get to be a mod? Being a friend of mine, pretty much. I don't really mod anybody unless I know them. Or if they're another content creator that I'm pretty familiar with. That's about the only way that I mod anybody, because it's something you have to be careful with. You can't just mod everybody, since it does come with the powers to ban people and time people out and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not something that you just give to anybody. Yeah, Panda, he is. Nice, Porter. Okay, this one's gonna be too far away. We're not gonna chase that one down. Nice steal. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be awesome. You'll be able to jump into Call of the Wild on there. Anybody else, huh? Okay, I think that was all of them. How long will I be streaming for? Probably 1.5 to 2 hours like I have been recently. And then later today we're going to do a second stream on Pokemon Legends of Arceus, since I'm finally able to stream some Switch games, which is going to be pretty fun. I'm really excited for that. I've been wanting to stream a Pokemon game for so long. Am I going to do any content for Classic? Probably not anything, like, in the near future. There definitely will be more Classic content on the channel, like, whenever they update the game. But that's about the only time that I do it. 213. Oh, I kill everything, Panda. I've found that that's just the best way to do it on Rancho. It's so much more consistent than only hunting the bucks. I find that if I only hunt the bucks, I start losing deer in my herds. But if I'm just, like, deleting the herds constantly, they move around to different parts of the lake, but they're always at the same lake, so I just find it to be a much more effective way to do the grind. I mean, you take a look at Ron McTube and Mel, they've both got, like, what, at least 6 great ones, and they do the same method. I think most of the people that grind a lot have been using this method because it's just so effective. Because then you don't have to worry about the herds dwindling down. Can't find anything in Layton? Sounds like Layton. Sounds like Layton to me. I will give you one little tip, though, to find some more stuff on Layton. If you hunt on the left side, like the bottom left half of the map, around Blacktail drink time, which starts at 16, and you go to those lakes, it's really good. It's absolutely amazing for blacktail deer. Runaki Lake, the hidden lake above it, and then the lake above that, all have so many blacktail during that time. You will find tons of stuff if you hunt around there. Where did we even shoot these? You're lucky you retracted that message, Braden. We would have had to come through with the timeout button. 980 kills into the red deer grind. Have 9 diamonds, but got 3 in a row in the last 20 minutes. So you think the great one's coming? It's hard to say, man. It sounds like you're definitely on a streak. Are you on Tiawaroa or are you on Cuatro Colinas? because I don't really know too much about Quattro grinding. But if you are on Tiawaroa, then that seems to be how things go for me. I typically get on streaks like that where I'll go a few hundred without anything and then have a bunch of stuff back to back to back. How do you get the great one, Whitetail? Just shooting lots of deer and then hoping one of them comes back as a great one. Pretty much all there is to it. The more not blacktail, the more whitetail bucks you shoot, more chances one of them will respawn as a great one. DK Greer, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Really appreciate that. You're actually playing Legends of Arceus right now? Nice, dude. That's awesome. It's a fun game. I played a little bit of it, right? Like, I played through the first part on my my main profile on the Switch, right? And then I've created like a second profile for streaming, which is why I was asking if you guys wanted to see me play through the whole thing or if you wanted me to skip the really lengthy intro dialogue. And it looks like almost 70% of people voted for me to skip the lengthy intro dialogue, so I'll probably be skipping the tutorial segment and then just going straight into where you actually get to start catching Pokemon. Probably how we'll do it. But thank you for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. Nice, Isaac. That's awesome, dude. What time do Blacktail drink now? 16 to 20. Or 16:30 to 20:30 if you want to do the late time. Oh, we got deer right here. Wow. Okay. That's actually kind of nice. I think it was just those two. Tiawaroa? Gotcha, dude. Gotcha. I'd say, yeah, you might not be close to a great one because it's impossible to tell if you're close. But what I would say is you definitely could see one pop up if you're on one of those streaks. Anytime I get on one of those streaks where there's level 9s showing up consistently, I always get prepared for the possibility of a great one showing up, and then it just comes down to a matter of whether or not the game decides that now's the time. I'd say there's a chance you're close, but once again, it's random, so be prepared to possibly see one, but don't get your hopes up too high just in case there isn't one, you know? That never gets old. I love it. That poor deer. That poor thing just absolutely got smoked. Oh, that's unfortunate, Johnny. Hopefully it doesn't act up too bad. Okay, we got a few there. I'll probably have a better angle of those when I go over to this spot. We got one deer there. So it looks like we got a few zones that are just does, which is probably why we're not seeing as much this run. Let's get these wiped out so we can get the rest of the spawns flowing. Hey Nate, how's it going? How you doing, man? Got my second diamond yesterday and it was a bighorn sheep. Nice, Philip. That's awesome, dude. Which grinding method is more efficient for whitetail, yours or the typical bucks only method? I mean, it really comes down to just like personal experience and personal interpretation of it, but I find this one to be more effective just because you don't constantly have to go searching for where your bucks have moved. I just shoot everything and I only use these 3 lakes as my main ones, and then like this little one here and this little one here as my backup lakes for if I still have time on that run. I've found this one to be more effective for my personal liking, but like I said, it's greatly a personal preference thing, whichever one you enjoy doing more. So I would probably just try both of them. See which one you end up liking more. The one thing that I highly recommend though, if you don't do anything else, at least only grind the 3 lakes here and then the 2 small ones like I showed, because the more you spread out the grind across a larger part of the map, the more chances your deer will just move into places you don't normally check because you're hunting more of the map. It's good to kind of limit the area that you're hunting. to just like the best of the best lakes. That way you always know where the deer are going to be. You basically just want to get it to where the zones you hunt, you can comfortably do in one run. If it's taking you multiple runs to hunt all your zones, then you're probably hunting too many of them. I definitely just recommend focusing the best of the best. You can't, Jake. You just have to keep a manual count of everything. That's what I've been doing. I've just been keeping track myself. Alright, let's wait for our breath to get back, and boop. That was a decent buck we just blasted. Oh, reloading would probably help. I suppose that would be a good thing to do. Oh, we hit her. Wow. We actually hit that doe. I mean, it wasn't a great shot, but it's still a hit. That's wild. Are we supposed to say Tiawaroa? It's like a Tiawaroa. Tiawaroa. That's how I was told how to say it by my New Zealand viewers. And so that's kind of just how I've said it ever since. It's like Ti-a-wa-ro-a. Ti-a-wa-roa. And then you kind of roll the R in Awaroa. Best advice for Call of the Wild? Like, relating to what? Gotta be a little more specific than that. Because there's a million different tips I could give for different things. So is there anything in particular you'd like tips about? What map is the best to hunt on? Probably Silver Ridge Peaks. Overall, it's the most fun map in my opinion. It's got the best species list. It's got a lot of really open areas that are easy to hunt, especially if you're somewhat new to the game. It's a very, very fun map to hunt, and it's not like super difficult to find animals, you know? No diamonds today, Jamo. Sadly, no diamonds today. Yeah, definitely, Bobby. It can be difficult for sure. It took me a few days to perfect it. My favorite gun is the 308. Second favorite is the 6.5. Game-wise, that once again, that's really vague. Like, is there a particular thing in the game you'd like tips on? Like, maybe finding certain species, getting better at aiming, making money. Like, is there anything in particular? Tips for the Great One Whitetail. See, that's the type of thing I'm talking about. That's much easier to give tips on because it's actually, like, tips on something in the game. Honestly, tips that I'd say for the Great One. One of the biggest things is don't hunt too many zones, like I talked about a little bit ago. I primarily just hunt these 3 big lakes here, and then occasionally I'll go to this little lake or this little lake, but I try to just keep it to only the best of the best. That's probably the biggest tip I'd give for it. That would be my biggest tip for the Great One grind. And then the other one, you know, you can use whichever method you want. You can use the shooting only bucks. You can use the shooting everything in the herd. I personally recommend the shooting in every herd because not only is it more fun, but I find it to give more consistent respawns. And I have a full guide on how to do it as well on the channel. That's a pretty good buck right there. I also recommend dedicating all of your tents and stands to just the lakes you're hunting for whitetail. That way you can quickly fast travel to like any zone you need to pick up the kills. It definitely speeds things up a lot. Oh, albino red deer? I would say, well, with anything, it just comes down to shooting a lot of that species until one of them decides to respawn as a albino. But there's definitely some things you can do to kind of speed up the process. If you're hunting Te Awaroa, I recommend hunting their nighttime drink time, which is starting at 18:30, and then hunt all the drink zones for them. And I've got a couple videos that show off all the drink zones for red deer on Te Awaroa. So I would definitely recommend checking that out if you haven't. Hey Frantic, how's it going? Hey Samantha, how you been? What map is best for Great One red deer grinding? Te Awaroa easily. The map has just it's got such an insane population of red deer. There is so many more red deer on Te Awaroa stag-wise than there is on any other map. It's honestly kind of crazy just how good it is. And I also have a, like I said, I've got a guide for grinding red deer on Te Awaroa that is very effective. I'd say it's probably the fastest way to grind that I've seen. I don't think I've seen anybody have like a quicker method for grinding red deer than the one that I've got set up. So if you haven't already, definitely recommend checking that video out. Should be titled Great One Red Deer Grind for Te Awaroa or something like that. Or not grind, Great One Red Deer Guide for Te Awaroa. Shouldn't be too hard to find. I think it's one of my more viewed red deer videos on the channel. That's a decent buck right there. No, they spooked because I missed the first shot and it landed next to it. Boop. I love this gun. It never gets old. It's so much fun. Hey, Casey, how's it going? Oh, yeah, for sure, Casey. Initial spawns are definitely the quickest way. Now, if you can perfect that method of, you know, getting the lucky initial spawns, that's the quickest way to get a great one for sure. But that requires an immense amount of luck. You really have to have, the call of the wild gods on your side with that. Thanks, Miguel. You would not believe the amount of times I've heard somebody say that. Only typically it's not a joke like yours was. I remember one time, it wasn't for unfortunately, it was for saying actually, right? I said actually, I think like 10 times or 12 times in a video or something like that, and somebody got so mad in the comments. They were like, actually, just a complete repeated use of the word incorrectly. And I was like, okay, calm down, Karen. That was my first thought. Calm down, Karen. It's just a word. It's the word actually. How are you mad that I'm using it incorrectly? What are you, like some type of grammar teacher? That's got to be like one of the weirdest comments I've got. Just like the most random thing to get mad about. It was kind of hilarious though, to be honest. Nah, we haven't got any melanistics recently, unfortunately. There you go, said it again. What's my favorite rack for the Diamond Muley? I like the big rack. It's the one that's like really wide. I really like that one. Looks so good. Okay, where are they going? They're nervous, but they're drinking over here now? That's weird. Very weird. How many great ones do I have? I currently have 4 whitetail great ones and 1 red deer. So 5 in total. But we're looking for number 5 for whitetail right now. Hoping that we can come across it today. Because I would love to have a mount of 2 great ones fighting alongside the huddle mount. I think that would be so cool. And I've had so many requests to make them fight. Those poor whitetail. They don't stand a chance. Is there another one there? No. Apologies if you guys can hear the chainsaw in the background. They're doing yard work outside my window, so yeah. Apologies if you guys can hear that. I don't know how loud it is. Oof, look at that pressure. Oh, we could possibly check out the great ones I've got at the end of the video, or the stream. I mean, does it really matter, Combo Kid? To be honest, I really don't care if she has more. I don't really pay attention to how many great ones other people get. I'm only worried about the amount of great ones that I'm able to get. Only hear the in-game birds? Okay, that's good. At least it's not coming through the background. Because it is quite loud. To me, it's quite loud, at least. I'm glad that it's not coming through the microphone, though. I'm from the US, no talking. I am from the US. In good old Oregon. Oh my gosh, we suddenly have so many more deer here than normal. I think some of our deer from other lakes we've been hunting have started moving here. That's a crazy amount of deer. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I mean, that's good though. Means we got a bunch in one area to take out. Come on. Nice, V-Glass. It's a cool state. I've always loved living here. At least scenery-wise. There's definitely some downsides to it as well, but scenery-wise, Oregon is a beautiful place to live. Absolutely love it. Ooh, look at that shot. Oh my gosh. That is about as far out as they can get. And he's out of render now. No, I'm out of ammo. No. No, I don't have an Xbox. My wife does, but I don't. These poor deer are just getting blasted. Probably not LTM. I don't really like playing Xbox. Just not my thing. Guess reloading would probably be good. Just to avoid Portland and you'll be fine. Pretty much. Just avoid Portland and you'll be okay. Portland is something else. To be honest, most of Oregon doesn't even want to claim Portland as ours. It's just a wild place. And to be honest, I hate big cities regardless, so not for me. Yeah, me and Casey played Ark about a week ago, I think. It was fun. We enjoyed it. How hard is it to find an albino diamond turkey? Very difficult. That is extremely difficult to find. Hey Ryan, how's it going? No need to repeat though. Remember, give me some time to reply in chat before you respond with the same message. Favorite rare like albino, mela, or piebald? To be honest, it depends on the species. I think in general, melanistic is my favorite. But for some species, albino is better. This is my full-time job, Siphon. Thanks to all of you amazing people that support the channel, I am able to do this as my full-time thing. But it is all because of you guys. Without all of you that watch, I would not be able to do this. And I am super, super thankful and grateful for that. we're getting some nice bucks down. Please, 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 please let there be a great one close. That would just be incredible if we could bag one today. We're getting lots of good 85 to 100 bucks, so I'm hoping that it's close. What map should you play to get a diamond water buffalo? Parque Fernando, because it's the only map that actually has them. If you want a diamond water buffalo, Parque Fernando is going to be the map for you. There should be a few dead up here. We can figure out where I even hit them. I'm sure we'll find them if we just roam around. Yeah, cool guy, I did. I'll probably tweak it in the future, but for now we've got that. There we go. Which great one do I think is easier to get? I don't know. Probably Whitetail, just because Rancho is so good. But again, it's gonna come down to just people's luck and stuff like that, really. But personally, I think Rancho's easiest place to get a great one, so that would make Whitetail the easiest to get. But, you know, it changes from person to person. I think because there is more Whitetail on Rancho than there is Red Deer on any of the maps, it definitely would have to be Whitetail. Hey Ben, how's it going, dude? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing great. Getting a great one in the next 5,000 kills. Now that's something I can agree with. Definitely. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. That should be a hit, though. Should be. I don't know if it killed it, but that should be a hit. What's my favorite animal to hunt? Probably the red deer. I've always found them to be very enjoyable. And that's mainly just because red deer have been my favorite animal. Ever since I was little, I've always dreamed of being able to hunt red deer. Currently using the 308 AR. Rancho map has like no whitetail. It's probably just the areas you're looking. I would recommend checking like more of the water during their drink time. That's probably going to be your best bet. Because I can guarantee you probably have lots of whitetail. It's a very consistent map that always has good populations, so it would be really shocking to me if you had a low population of whitetail. Oh, it's the same as it's always been, Roman. Just shoot everything at the lakes that I've always hunted. Honestly, I didn't change my strategy at all. I still use the exact same strategy I used before, and it's been working out great. I think that's about as many as we're gonna get. Nix, thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the Scare Crew. Hopefully you enjoy the green name and chat, the special badge icon, all the awesome emotes, ability to use commands, access to private Discord channels once you link Discord to YouTube, and access to my private content on the channel. Really appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. I would recommend checking out my guide siphon because my guides will probably be the best place to look. I mean, if I'm being honest, all you need to do is look at these 3 lakes. Just search these 3 lakes during drink time and hunt just these, plus, you know, maybe these little lakes that I hunt as well, but you can honestly just hunt these 3 and your grind will be great. I don't recommend hunting lakes like these over here because there's way too much brush and they're shaped weird, which makes it so it's very slow to grind them. Yeah, it's definitely strange, Colin. That's a very low diamond and rare count. like Virhonga a lot, Miguel. It's a good map. I really hope they do a second Africa map at some point. Not really, Nosto. That's kind of like a rumor that people have spread that you have to have all your zones in order to grind the Great One. I don't have all my zones right now. It just helps if you find them all, because then you can know if there was already like an initial spawn Great One or like an initial spawn Diamond. That's really the only reason you want to search for all your map or all of your zones, is just to make sure you don't have any initial spawns. But you don't absolutely have to find every single zone. Nice, Johnny. However, if you notice that you're like, let's say 1,000 kills into the grind and you're not getting hardly any diamonds or rares, then I would maybe look around, because there is a lot of people that think that there's some kind of herd balancing system in place, that if you have a diamond of that species, it might be harder to get more diamonds to spawn of that species. That's about the only time I would recommend checking your map more thoroughly. But yeah, you really don't need to find every zone. Yeah, Braxton, I do. Not recently, though. It's one of those things that unfortunately the last few years has just been not possible with the amount of, I guess, just how busy I've been. Nice, Nix, that's awesome. Congrats. Hey, West, how's it going? Been trying to hunt Roosevelt elk, but been struggling to find big herds. Unfortunately, that's just kind of how they are. Roosevelt elk have been kind of weird after the last few updates. I really don't have much tips to give you there, though, because I have not hunted them hardly at all recently. But yeah, Flinter's guide probably wouldn't be accurate anymore since it's an older one. To be honest, I don't think many people have done a guide on the current Layton for elk. Mainly just because they're so random and inconsistent. That would be pretty amazing, Maxim. That would be pretty cool. A Mela Great One would be insane. I don't see any deer. There should be some near, though. We always have a couple through here. Just a matter of figuring out where they are, or if they've already left. I mean, it's 11:21. They could have left. Yeah, it looks like they've already left. Unfortunate. Oh well, we'll just reset the time. That's what I do, Colin. I just shoot everything. I mean, that's still cool, Nix. Even if it's the small rack, that's still cool. A great one's a great one, you know? Oh, jeez, Westosaurus, that sounds insane. That sounds so good. Pretty much, Johnny. I only hunt Layton in multiplayer nowadays, because, yeah, in single player, they move around so much. It's like you hunt a zone once, and next thing you know, it's completely empty. Just seems to be the way it is. I would recommend checking out my guide, Rachel. If one of the mods could put up the guide real quickly. I have a pretty awesome guide on the red deer for Tiawaroa. It showcases pretty much every zone that is possible on that map, as well as showing my exact like setup and routes and stuff. Definitely recommend that. Alright, so nothing right there. We're probably gonna have some deer over there again. Yeah, it's just guide. It's not guides. No, you can't get every skill. They limit it so that you have to pick and choose which ones you actually want to get. Kind of like a balancing thing, because if you could get everything, then there would be no, like, choice aspect, you know? And that's part of the fun, you know? Trying out different builds. And if you could have everything, it'd be kind of too OP. If you could just do everything. No, Courtney, I'm missing a few. I've got most of the diamonds, but there's a few that I still haven't got. I mean, it shows the zone's not there, but I think I've never discovered this one. You can find the Discord in the description of all the streams. You can also find it in the description of all the videos. And also in the link that was just posted in chat. That will send you to the Discord. Once you join the Discord, be sure to accept which roles you want. Because if you don't accept the roles, then you won't be able to see any channels. So make sure you accept the roles when you join the Discord. Yeah, no problem, Colin. No problem. Which ones do I not have? Currently, I don't have Lynx, I don't have Javelina, or Feral Pig. I think that's all? Oh, I don't have a Musk Deer either. So there's a few that I'm missing. Oh, there they are. Wait, the wind's bad. Quick! Get that buck if we can! We can't let him get away. Where did he go? Where did this guy go? We can't let him get away. We might have to wait for him to come back. But we need to get him so this zone won't be a thing anymore. I'm tired of having to come over here. It's so inconvenient. Ooh, that's unfortunate to hear, FaZe. I'm sorry about that, dude. We can just spot that buck, that would be amazing. It couldn't have gone too far. It's probably up in these hills. What's my strat exactly? Just wiping out every deer in sight, pretty much. And when it's over at this lake, it's really inconvenient because it slows things down so much having to go over here. But if I don't kill off all these, then it's going to make it so less spawn at that part of the lake. So I just want to get all of these down if I can. That way the zone will delete and move somewhere else. It's just down to luck, McRae. I was on a pretty bad streak with geese last time I hunted them. I think I went 1,000 kills and only got 2 diamonds. Just a matter of luck. Just keep on hunting them. Eventually you will get one. Just a matter of time and luck. Nice, Brayden. That's awesome. Alright, let's try to figure out where this buck is. I think he's the last one if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there's a doe here still. Okay, okay. There's a doe and a buck. I don't remember seeing that other doe. 6 in total. Okay, there's a lot of deer we missed. But where? Where are they? Now you guys can kind of see why I don't like this zone. It's taking forever to get all these taken down. Which is why we need to delete this zone. So let's just back up a little bit and wait. What do you mean, still shot? Like, most in a day, or just in total, or what? A Virhonga guide? Probably not. To be honest, I don't really enjoy making guide content that much. Unless it's something I'm super knowledgeable on. Which is why my recent guides have really just been about Great One grinding. Because that's what I'm most knowledgeable on. Alright, let's chill here and wait. Okay, Hunter, you're gonna have to chill away from me so you don't get in my way. Come on. Move this way. Don't be blocking me. Which Great One rack do I want the most? I want the typical looking one. Come on, where's these bucks? You would think that one of them would have started coming back by now. Probably not, WCR. It's really impossible to organize 3-person collaborations. It's almost impossible. Just getting everybody like on the same page and having the same days free to do stuff, and it's just really difficult. So I doubt you'll ever see a 3-person collab here on the channel. Most likely it'll be a max of 2. In total, to be honest, I have no idea still. I have not kept count of like all of my deer combined. Yeah, I don't see them coming back. We might just have to wait. So unfortunate. Would like to just take them out so I can delete that zone, but they're being so stubborn. Hey, Sonaldo. Hopefully, man. Hopefully we got a great one soon. That would be amazing. I think that's our other deer over there. I've actually already done a collab with DDWCR, but I could possibly do one in the future again. Like I said, a lot of times it just comes down to like the other creator wanting to do something, because I'm pretty much always available to do collaborations, but it's really hard to get anybody else to get on the same page as me and actually want to do the collab. The only person that's really consistent with that is Kill Clinton. Which is why I collab with him a lot more than anyone else, because he's always got time to do it. And most other people really don't have the same amount of time. So it's a big maybe, depending on what they would want to do, you know. Don't see anything here. Who makes the most entertaining Call of the Wild videos? To be honest, I don't really like comparing other creators that make like the same content on the same game as me. Don't really like comparing them, you know. Because if I compare creators, then somebody's gonna be like, well, why didn't you mention this creator? And it would just start a whole thing. So I'm just gonna steer clear of that. Got a pretty nice looking herd here this time. That's good. Really nice looking herd. Oh, he stopped. No. No, we're out of ammo. Come on. Back here. Can't run away like that. And out again. Rip. All right, I think that's about all we're gonna get for that group. Nice apple, that's awesome, dude. Glad to hear it. What's my rarest Pokemon? Are you talking about in Pokemon Go? Or are you talking about Pokemon cards? You're calling that I'll get a Mellow? I hope not. I hope that my next Mela isn't a doe. That'd be so sad. Probably not tonight, Rogan. I'm gonna be streaming Pokemon Legends of Arceus instead. I think most of the deer should be over here. Hey, Jessica, how's it going? Oh, in cards? I think my rarest Pokemon card is probably the Brilliant Stars alternate English. I can't speak. What is going on? Okay. Breathe. Alternate artwork Charizard V from Brilliant Stars. That's my rarest card. There we go. Why was that so difficult for me to say? Oh my gosh. This happens every day. There's at least like one moment where I just can't speak properly. It's the Flinter effect. You watch so many of his streams and then you start having Flinglish like him. Oh yeah, I saw that a long time ago, Sinaldo. Back when LC got it. I'm assuming you're talking about LC. How long will I be streaming for? Probably another hour. If you take a look at the guide that I did, Vapesify, I haven't changed anything since that guide. Everything's still the same. Like, I haven't really changed my setups at all recently. They're pretty much the same as they were. Yeah, V-Glass, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. The Flinglish sets in, and then you can't win. It really is, Johnny. It happens so often. No clue, Lucas. The only thing I can think of is maybe you need to change up your grinding style. What happens if you're not getting bucks is they're spawning somewhere else. So I would recommend wiping out all the zones that aren't spawning bucks anymore. A lot of times you'll get your deer back doing that. Yeah, it's crazy, Tiny. It's an insane card, and we pulled that live on stream as well, which was even more insane. It was our first Brilliant Stars opening we ever did here on the channel, and we managed to pull that card. I was very shocked. Oh, and guys, I actually opened some cards up off stream the other day. I had bought something for me and my wife to open up, and it was a Brilliant Stars Build and Battle Stadium which basically comes with 2 build and battle boxes plus 4 additional packs and all those types of goodies. And we each pulled like 3 really good cards out of our 6 packs, which that's really good, honestly. Like, getting 6 big pulls out of 12 packs in total is good. Like, it's really good. I think the best one was she pulled the Jolteon Trainer Gallery card, which is really beautiful card. Pretty sought after card too for the Trainer Gallery. It's one of the more, I guess, liked Trainer Gallery cards. Pretty sweet. What do I think of 6.5 PRC? I think it's cool. I honestly have been thinking about getting one in real life, because it seems like a very good hunting caliber. No, I don't, Dirk. I've never actually been able to bag anything on any of my hunts, unfortunately. I mainly hunted as a kid, and sadly, we just did not have the means of hunting like the best of the best areas. And the couple times that I did have a chance at a buck, just stuff didn't go our way and we weren't able to get a shot onto it. But that's just how it is. That's hunting for you. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Why did I go here? This is not the next lake we go to. Or, not lake, but tent. I would not recommend that, Tiny. The thing about Layton is it's very different from Rancho. I don't recommend using this technique on anything except for Whitetail on Rancho. Because anytime I've done it on different maps, it just completely deletes the zone and they move to a completely different area on the map. So I wouldn't recommend it on other maps besides Rancho. There's just something about Rancho where they consistently go back to the same places you shot them from, but it seems to be way different on Layton and Mississippi and like all those maps. They're just not as consistent. Okay, we got a decent amount of deer here this time. They probably spooked off, to be honest. Unfortunate. Well, that's my mistake for fast traveling to the wrong tent. Thank you, Vapesify. I appreciate that, dude. Got 4 deer there. Stop zigzagging. To be honest, I don't have any tips for Roosevelts. They're something I don't hunt too often because they're kind of inconsistent and hard to hunt effectively. Most of my hunting for elk and blacktail and really anything on Layton is done in multiplayer. Hey, Tattooed Gaming Chick, how's it going? How have you been? Hey, Tankin. Haven't had a single level 1 or fence rack in my last 2 runs. Mostly been max weight deer and a 271 diamond. Nice, dude. Hopefully that means something good is close. Always a good run when there's no fence racks. Because let's be honest, fence racks are the worst. Nobody likes getting a fence rack. And no, there's not a difference on multiplayer spawns. It's just, when you're hunting your own map for pretty much any of the species on Layton, because there's so many different zones for them, and because most of the animals have, very small herd sizes, you consistently will have zones just stop spawning animals, and those animals will create new zones, and so you're constantly having to move your setup around to accommodate to the new zones. And if you're hunting multiplayer, it's, you know, quite different because you're seeing a different population every time you join a server. And so I just always recommend that because of how inconsistent Layton is. Did we even hit this thing good? Hey, we did. It actually died up here. Nice. That's awesome. barely missed it on that shot. Alright, let's see if these come back. Actually, nah, we'll just hunt this lake. We'll come back to that spot later once they've calmed down. Thank you, Kayla. I appreciate that. Shot a 261 diamond recently on one of my grinds. Nice, Apple. Nice. You know, I'm pretty blown away at the fact there's been no deer over in these zones for a very long time. Like, it seems like they never go back to this half of the lake anymore. It's just like from here down, that's really all I see deer at anymore. Which is really weird. They used to be very heavily over in like this part of the lake. But it's really changed. I don't think I've had a zone over on this half in months. Well, not months, but ever since the update, really. No, that's not really the case, Lucas. I mean, it depends on what map you're playing on. You don't have to find all your zones to be effective in a grind. It's just not the case. You can be effective in a grind with not having found even half your zones. It's all about the way you're hunting your zones, really. There's so many factors that go into it. It's really hard to pinpoint what's going on without knowing, like, exactly how you grind. This is Rancho Del Arroyo V-Glass. You're on Rancho? Yeah, I haven't found all my zones on Rancho, and I'm still doing pretty great on this grind, so you don't need to find them all. The only reason for finding all of your zones is to make sure you don't have any initial spawn diamonds or great ones. That's really the only reason. I find that what affects your grind more is the amount of lakes you're hunting. Which is why I just kind of limit my grind to just a few of the best lakes. Because the more lakes you hunt, the more places deer have to respawn at. And that's just more chances of them going to different places instead of the zones you shot them out of. And it's the same thing if you're only hunting bucks. It kind of will slowly dwindle down the herds, and the bucks will most likely start spawning in other places. Hey Kyla, how's it going? How was the flounder stream? Hopefully he had some good luck with smoking the big males. I decided to start my stream a little bit earlier than normal today because of the Pokemon Legends of Arceus stream that's going to be happening later. So I started a little bit earlier than normal. Which, in hindsight, was probably not a good idea because I think Johnny's been the only mod in here the whole time. Besides briefly when Frantic joined. Maybe I should time my streams a little bit better in the future. But it's been fun. We've been smoking lots of Whitetail. Just kind of chatting about stuff. Having fun. Did I pick those up? Okay, I did. I think I did at least. Maybe. Got the ugliest mule deer diamond? Oh no. Was it the one where the tines cross in the back? Oh, I hope it wasn't that one. Because that thing is ugly when the tines cross in the back. Hey Mel, how's it going? Good to see you. Where is the rest of these? Did we just completely miss them? I mean, they clearly died. There's lots of hunting pressure. The question is, where did they go? Oh, the fixed screwed up one? Oh no, not that thing. I like it better than what it used to be like, but it's still not great. If I'm being honest, I don't think it's intended to be like that. If I were to bet on anything, it would be the fact that it's probably not meant to be that squiggly. It was probably just a side effect of fixing the bent backwards version of that rack. At least I hope it's not intended to look like this. That would be kind of sad. Where's the rest of these deer? They just disappeared. Come on, buddy. You can find it. I believe in you. Oh, you found it. Apparently, I'm just blind. Sergeant Harden, thank you for the super chat, dude. Thank you for the super chat. Any diamonds in the stream yet? Getting closer, I feel, watching and grinding myself. Nice, dude. Unfortunately, no diamonds yet today. We've had quite a few 85 to 100 kg bucks, but nothing super insane. No diamonds, no rares, no anything like that. Use the term fixed loosely. It's the fixed broken, but still broken and kind of ugly rack. We'll just call it that, you know. A bit of a mouthful, but I think that explains it as good as anything. Alright, that should be good enough. We might spook stuff fast traveling, but the risk we're gonna have to take. Yeah, I saw the Mellow Bobcat. Oh, that's unfortunate, Mercedes. It's sadly the one downside to multiplayer right now. Really hard to avoid the cheaters. Which is really sad. Because I enjoy multiplayer a lot, but the cheating issue just makes it not fun sometimes. Say that 10 times fast? Yeah, I know, right? Yes, we are looking for a great one, Matt. Hoping today we will find one. Do it, Mel. Do it. You gotta get a rare Bobcat. I've got the albino, Flinter's got the Mela. They both look really good. You gotta try and grind for one. I would recommend going for the albino, though. I think they are just stunning. But let's be honest. If you start grinding for them, you're gonna get both. Because that's the Mel luck. Never watched it, Average Joe. Never watched it. Nice, Kyla. Did you post images of it yet? I don't know if you did or not, right? I don't see anything. I'm guessing you haven't yet. That's awesome, though. Is that a piebald? Is that a giant piebald? I can't tell. I think that's a big piebald, but it's at such a weird angle, I can't tell. Oh, that most definitely is a giant piebald. Oh my gosh, look at the size of him. Are you kidding me? That is a huge piebald. Wow, that is crazy. What a find. That's definitely a piebald, right? Oh yeah, it definitely is. This could be a diamond, I think. Oh my gosh, I think we have a diamond potential piebald in front of us. Oh my gosh. I just realized what this is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is a diamond potential piebald. This could be my first super rare whitetail. Oh my gosh. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. I'm not going to take any risks with this guy. That is a giant. Absolute giant. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. It looks really wide too. This could be good. This might be the one. This might be the one. Can we get him? This is our third run at this lake today. And we have something insane right here. Please let this be a diamond. Please let this be a diamond. I will be so happy if it is. Oh my gosh. Run 3 of the day. Third time visiting this lake. And we've got a potential diamond piebald. Are you kidding me? I can't believe that. Nice, Kyla. That's awesome. Congratulations. Now I need to find my second one. Isn't that more rare than a great one? If it makes diamond, then yes. If this makes diamond, this will be more rare than a great one. It's a guaranteed super rare because rare score top estimate. They don't always nowadays, Spencer. There is sometimes where they score lower, but if that's correct, then I will be so excited. Please be a diamond. Please. It looks good. Like, it looks so good. Diamond! Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Super rare whitetail. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is so nice. Finally. The super rare dry no luck streak is finally over. I have gone over a year and a half without getting a super rare, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. What a super rare to get. I can't believe that. Wow, that is insane. I don't even care if we get another great one at this point. That's insane. This is what my grind was originally about. DK Greer, thank you for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate that. For the super rare. Man, thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. I can't believe we got it. Just so you guys know, after I got my second great one, my goal was to get a super rare as my third, like, animal for the multi-mount. I wanted to have a multi-mount that was 2 great ones and a super rare. Well, we got 2 other great ones before finding that super rare, but we finally got it. We finally have a super rare to add to one of our mounts. I can't believe that. That's just crazy. My first super rare whitetail and my third super rare of all time. My only 2 other super rares are a diamond piebald caribou and a diamond leucistic mallard. Now we just bagged this beast. Now let's see what the true score is looking like. It's 256.10, 73.56 on the main beam length. We got 96.10 on the length of tines, 24.26 on the tip-to-tip spread. That tip-to-tip spread is what pushed us over diamond. That's crazy. I cannot believe that we just did that. I can't believe it. I just wanted to look at it all day. That's so cool, guys. So cool. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the hunt. Like I said, I don't even care if we get another great one now. We got one of the things I really wanted from this grind, and that was a rare diamond. Finally. We finally did it. Oh my gosh. We still have deer here to shoot as well, but I don't even care. That's so crazy. Yeah, that's my very first super rare on stream. And only second one on the channel ever. Because I got the caribou way before I did YouTube. Way before I even, like, knew how to record stuff. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nice, Brock. What a time to jump into the stream, right? First stream, and we get my first super rare ever on stream. That's insane. There we go. Take that guy out while we can. Well, that has made this grind worth it. That has made this grind worth it. Now I need a super rare red deer. I know, Johnny. I really want one. I feel like I would have got one of those first just because of how much I've hunted red deer over the years, but sure enough, we get a whitetail before a red deer. To be fair, though, I think I've killed more whitetail than I have red deer, so I guess it would make sense, but that's still insane. That is still just so insane. And we've been seeing decent bucks all day, and we just had a feeling that something good would eventually show up. Sure enough, 3 runs in, we get that beast. And now it's time to go reset the time. Only took 11.9k kills to get it. Yeah, pretty much. That's a lot. When you think about it, that's a lot. Oh, man. Thank you, Colin. I really appreciate that, dude. Got on and heard, if this makes diamond, this will be my best trophy. What a great time to jump on, Jor. Go to the lodge? We could, yeah. You know what, yeah, let's jump into the lodge first. Because we've got to find a place to put this guy. I think for sure it needs to go in a multi-mount. The question is, which multi-mount? We could put it in with our broken great one. Because for those of you that are not familiar with my first great one I ever got, basically we got it during a time where some of the whitetail and coyotes and a few other things were bugged out. And so when EW put out a hotfix to fix them, it changed the fur types of a lot of people's trophies. And unfortunately, it changed the fur type of my first great one ever to a piebald, when in reality it was a common when we shot it. So I've kind of just put this guy on the wall, but I kind of want to put him along with our piebald diamond and maybe our biggest melanistic all in one multi-mount. Where is my other whitetail mount? Oh, there it is. I'm thinking it's time we break this one down. I think it's about time. Sonaldo guy, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Nice piebald diamond, great one on the way. I hope, dude. I hope the great one's close. You know, a lot of people get crazy spawns with their great one. I've personally never had crazy spawns with my great one, but you know, there's a first for everything, so maybe we are close. Maybe we are close, but I think it's about time we take this mount down. Let's find the most recent date so we can easily find it in the list. It looks like it's 10/18. Just see if we can find it. Where was that? No, wait. Okay, this is it right here. Dismantle. Mats, trophy mounts. Do we want to go check for some of the others first? I mean, we could put our giant 291 in here instead. That might be better, actually. We might want to rebuild the one I just broke down and instead do our super rare plus the 291 whitetail that we have in our... I think it's in our secondary lodge. I think it's in the secondary lodge. What do you guys think? I'm going to put this to a vote. Great one. Super rare. And 291 diamond. Or 291 buck. Or do we do the Mela plus the super rare and the great one? Alright, let me know which one you guys would like to see. Let me know which one of these you guys would like to see. And yes, I know the lodge is bugging out. It's because I'm tabbed out. Whenever you tab out of the game, it bugs out like crazy. I still can't believe that happened, guys. That was insane. Well, it looks like the vote is so far swinging towards Mela, Super Rare, and Great One. Yeah, it looks like so far Mela, Super Rare, and Great One is what is winning in here. Oh, ooh, actually it's closer now. 55 versus 45. This is really close. What mount will we be making? I'm going to give it a few minutes to get all the votes in. Once we surpass 100 votes or so, then I think we will... Brayden is CG. I'm assuming that's you, CG. Thank you for the 11 months membership. That's insane, dude. Welcome back to the channel. I don't know if you were here for it, but we just got a super rare whitetail. Okay, so yeah, it's looking like Melanistic, Super Rare, and Great One in one mount is what you guys want to see. Let's find Huddle Whitetail. There we go. We'll have him be our first one. Oh, we need to go take down the great one. I forgot about that. There we go. Alright, let's do it. Maybe we'll do the great one in the middle, actually. Yeah, we'll do the great one first. And then let's do our brand new one. And there's our 221 melanistic. I believe, is that our biggest melanistic? Yeah, that has to be the one that was in the mount, right? Oh yeah, 1018. Yeah, CG, we just got ourselves a diamond piebald whitetail deer. Absolutely crazy that we finally got one. I want a pose that shows off the diamond piebald really well. I mean, that shows it off pretty good, but then the melanistic doesn't show very well. I mean, this kind of works out. I like that. It's kind of nice. Or we could do it like that. You know, we could honestly move that right there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move that. That actually makes more sense. Yeah, now it's really easy to see them. Perfect. Can't believe we finally did it. I can't believe we finally did it. Only took like 11,000 kills, but we finally did it. Finally accomplished it. Honestly, that looks good right there. I like that one a lot. I like that one quite a bit. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. And then we've got our great ones out here. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. That looks really good. I just used the 308 to kill it. I didn't want to mess it up, so I just took it with the 308. But there we go. Our first ever super rare whitetail. That's crazy. That is crazy. I know, Sonaldo. This music is from Epidemic Sound. I know, right, Kyla? Today's just a good day for Call of the Wild, it seems. Alright, well, let's jump back into the grind. Let's see if there's anything else that spawned with that guy, because you never know. Sometimes you get multiple good things spawning from the same run. If it trolled, oh, I would have been so sad. I would have been so sad. But luckily, in most cases, rares do score at the top of their estimate. There is occasional times where it doesn't, but in most cases, they score at the top. And that one had a max estimate of 256, and sure enough, it scored 256. What rare, 3 super rares do I have again? I've got that whitetail that we just got. I've got a diamond leucistic mallard that was actually max weight. And then I've got a diamond piebald caribou that I got before I did YouTube. Here we go. Run 4 of the day. Can we have the same amount of luck? What's my whitetail setup right now? It's the same as my old whitetail setup. The only thing that has changed is I put a tent and stand right where we got that super rare. So everything else is the same. I still just use these 3 lakes plus this one, but I've added this lake into the mix. Everything else is identical. Hey Sean, I'm doing good, man. Doing really good. We just bagged a super rare whitetail. So I guess you could say we're doing great today. Alright, no great ones. I am just like keeping my eye out for a possible great one after that because you never know. Ron McTube had a lot of good stuff spawning at once during his first great one. The same has happened for, like, I know Mel's had some good luck with other good things spawning with great ones, and so have a lot of other people, so I'm just eagerly awaiting the possibility of something else good being here. I really hope so. At least that would be amazing if we had some other good things. And out of ammo. And yeah, it's gonna be the end of that. Didn't get as many as I would have liked, but we got most of them. Hey, Zyphon. Yeah, you just barely missed it, Sean. Imagine a great one spawns, I would be so happy. I would be so happy. This would honestly be the craziest hunt if we did get a great one to spawn. Alright, perfect. Do we got any deer coming back yet? Nope. What's max weight? 100 kgs is max weight. Yeah, that's how I grind, dancers. I shoot everything in sight. And it just got us a super rare doing that method. What's the best non-DLC small animal loadout for, like, rabbits and ducks? Bit of big game, and if not, what's the best one with DLC? So if you don't want to use any DLC, the 12-gauge pump action is going to be your best option for small game when it comes to, like, birds and rabbits and stuff like that. And then I would also recommend carrying probably the 7mm with you as well, because it's a very versatile rifle, covers a lot of classes. And then probably the 243. You can do pretty well using the 243, 7mm, and 12-gauge pump action. Very solid loadout if you're wanting to use no DLC. And then as for DLC rifles, I'd say Weapon Pack 1's probably your best option for a small game bird and rabbit rifle, because the Virant 22 is definitely the best 22 in the game. I mean, you could also just buy the Mississippi map and get the 22 Hornet, because it's pretty solid as well. Especially after the changes they made to it, it's actually a pretty good class 1 and 2 rifle. Great one and a super rare on stream. Dude, please, please let that be a thing. Yeah, me too, Sean. That's how I do it with the Whitetail. That's crazy, Adam. 0 rares, but 2 great ones. That's honestly pretty lucky and unlucky at the same time. Like, the fact that you've got 2 great ones before getting a rare is wild. There's our doe. Where did the buck go? What map is best for Whitetail non-DLC? Well, there's only one map that has them if you don't buy DLC, and that is Leighton Lakes, and unfortunately, it's probably the worst map for Whitetail. There's a lot of Whitetail there, but there's also so many spots they can be. Leighton has the problem of having too many zones that they could possibly be at. So it makes it so it's very random and spread out. Which, obviously, if you're grinding for something, you want it to be, you know, pretty quick and efficient. And if you're hunting Leighton, the zones change location a lot, and so that makes you have to go search out for where they've moved to. But yeah, unfortunately, Leighton's your only option if you don't have DLC. Yes, a super rare is a million times more rare than a great one. Because for the great one, it's just, you know, it's just got like a set chance of spawning. Nobody knows the actual spawn percent chance, but Most people find one like roughly 1 in, I'd say like 1 in 2 or 3,000 kills is probably the average for a great one. But if you take a look at a super rare, first you have to get a diamond to spawn, right? Which is like maybe a 1 in 100 chance, 1 in 200 chance. And then you put on top of that the rare fur type, which is also probably like a 1 in 300 or 1 in 400 chance. So then you've got something that's probably like a 1 in 20,000 chance or more. Let me do the math real quick. I'll pop out the trusty old calculator. So let's say, since most people get a diamond every 1 to 200 kills, let's just say 150 kills, you get a diamond, right? Let's say the odds are like 1 in 150. And then you have the rarity, like the rare. So that would be like a 1 in 300 chance, let's say. Or we'll do 1 in 200, how about that? So like 150 times 200. It's a 1 in 30,000 chance if you do it like that. So yeah, it's a lot more rare than a great one. Which is why I was so excited to see that. That has to be my rarest, or one of my rarest trophies ever. What's a Mela? Mela is melanistic, and please don't spam. You're just gonna get timed out if you spam like that. In fact, yeah, because that's just excessive. There's absolutely no reason to spam the same message 4 times within the visible text chat that I can see. That is just excessive and obnoxious. My gosh. I don't get how anybody can think that it's okay to spam the same message repeatedly. Literally like 2 or 3 minutes after they put their... Oh my gosh. There we go. A level 3 from the same run as the piebald. I just was talking crap about this zone as well. I was just talking about how I hate this zone. And yeah, there's a level 3. Wow. That's crazy. What is going on? We take like 2 seconds to go check out that piebald diamond in the lodge. And we come back and we've got a 3. From the lake that I just said I hated. Is it a diamond? It's a diamond, 256, nice. Oh, we definitely have some things heating up. Definitely got some stuff going. Please, please tell me the great one's close. A super rare and a diamond, like within 20 kills of each other? It's gotta be close, man, like... It's gotta be close. I really hope at least. I really hope we're close, like we have to be. That's crazy. Could this be the day? Trash talking lakes equals good stuff. You're not wrong. That's how we got our 3rd great one. I said that I hated the zone, and we got a great one in it. You might be onto something, Johnny. We just gotta be mean to all the zones on the map, and then eventually they'll just give us what we want. That's gotta be the way to do it. I'm just blown away. We're getting such good luck today. Which I guess it's kind of due. We had 2 streams in a row hunting whitetail where we didn't get much. The great one is here now. I hope so, guys. I really hope so. Can we possibly get something good here too? Please. Just please. Show us the great one. Or nothing. Yeah, nothing works too. Okay, moving on. Man, I'm just like... Now every time we go to a zone, I'm just gonna be looking around like, great one? Are you there? Great one? Nice, Benjamin. That's crazy, dude. Congrats. Thank you, Gavin. I appreciate that, man. We got a super rare, KC. We got a diamond piebald whitetail. 256.10 scoring. And then we just killed another diamond like 20 kills after. It's been insane, dude. Like, absolutely insane. I mean, we gotta have a great one close. Like, it's gotta be close. Gotta have a great one close. I just feel it. Because that is just so much crazy luck back to back. Yeah, Casey, literally, you dip out for just a little bit and we find ourselves a super rare. My 3rd super rare ever, first one on stream. You were editing? Oh no, man. Well, it'll definitely be in a video, so at least you got that. And you can always go back and look in the stream. But yeah, at first when I spotted it, I wasn't sure if it was a, piebald, and I didn't realize that it was the diamond rack. I thought it was like the 230s rack. And so I didn't really react until he turned to the side and I realized that it was the diamond rack. I kind of freaked out a little bit. I'm just so happy I finally got a super rare whitetail after wanting one for so long. FML Outdoors, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dude. We get this guy. Don't know if that'll hit, but it's in the general area, so hopefully. Yeah, KC. Editing for the next 20 hours. Oof. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, dude. It was a level 2, which is why at first I didn't even really think anything of it. I just thought it was a big 230s. And then when I got the better view, I was like, oh, no. This is crazy. Oh, yeah, for sure, Bailey. I'm super excited. I've been wanting one for ever since I started the grind. Like I was saying earlier, like, I really wanted a super rare as the 3rd part of my multi-mount. I wanted 2 great ones and a super rare. And, well, it's taken us 2 more great ones in order to find our first super rare. So I am just elated. I'm so happy. I can officially just be happy with this grind, whether we get another great one or not. Because we've achieved one of the things I really wanted. Alright, we should have one more up here, I think, maybe. Why do I use the Hyperion? It's just easier to get on other targets after you've shot one. It's so much easier for follow-up shots because there's less zoom. And also it doesn't block as much of your screen. If you look at it right here, you have much more of your screen visible. When you use the Argus, it takes up so much of your screen and is zoomed in so much that at close range, you can't make reliable follow-up shots. I use the Argus for my long-range shots, and then I use the Hyperion for my close to mid-range. So I use both of them, but I do like the Hyperion better. If the Argus wasn't so, like, bulky and didn't take up so much of the screen, I'd probably use it more. But it's just rough with how much screen space it takes up. Which is not ideal for the quick follow-ups that I like to do. Is the night vision pack worth it? Definitely. Just for the binoculars alone. The binoculars are a necessity if you plan to night hunt. It will make your life so much easier trying to spot things. My hopes for the next great one? I would love to see a blacktail deer. Or a mule deer. Or either of the elk species. That's my top picks for a new great one. But preferably the blacktail, because they need some love. We don't have any, like, realistic-looking big blacktail in the game. Most of them have weird tines that grow off in directions that they just never would in real life. Or the tines are too short on a lot of the level 4s. So I'd like to see a blacktail so they have something cool to go after. Hello? I heard you. Alright, well, he's not going to show himself, I guess. Yeah, Great One Moose would be cool. It's not my top pick just because grinding moose would be a pain. I mean, grinding blacktail would be a pain as well, but because it's blacktail, I would do it anyway. Unfortunately, like all the species that I want to see a great one is species that are really tough to hunt. I know, right, Joe? What can I say? I like the stuff that's from my state. I want to see some blacktail. Plus, non-typical blacktail look cool. They look really nice. Is this whitetail? No, this is bighorn. Kind of figured. Since we hadn't seen any whitetail here, but it's worth checking. I just saw something over there, though. Is that a whitetail? I think I just saw a whitetail. Let's move up a little closer. Nice, Mason. That's big, dude. It's really big. Oh, are you guys talking about Grimm's methods, or? I think the whole point of Grimm's method was just to keep your herds from dwindling down on console and on latent lakes. I don't think it was ever like this is the best way to do it and you have to do it this way. Not from what I've talked to him with, at least. Like, that was never the point of his tips and stuff. His tips were just to help you keep your herds intact when you're hunting on latent lakes. That was really the biggest point of it all. I don't think he was ever saying, like, this is how you have to do it. And a lot of his stuff that he talked about does work. Like, the stuff that he talks about for keeping herds not dwindling down to solo doe and stuff like that, it does work. Oh, you're talking about Antagonize. Got you. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Never heard of him in my life. I know, the only thing I know about with Great One methods is the one that myself, Mel, and Ron use, and then the one that Grimm uses, which both of those, they work great. Just different styles, but I have no idea who this Antagonize guy is. Never heard of him in my life. And from what you guys are saying, it sounds like that's probably not much of a loss. I know, right, Kyle? It's crazy. That's why I don't really talk about anything that I haven't tried myself. Like, I tried Grimm's methods, and they worked. It's a little more tedious and, like, time-consuming than I prefer for my personal liking, but it still worked. But yeah, if it's something that... if it's what you guys are talking about from this other guy that just doesn't work, then yeah, what's the point in that? The only thing that I like to talk about with Great One stuff is things that I've done myself. And this is definitely the most consistent method for Rancho, at least. But Grimm's method's great for Layton. I'm actually kind of curious. What method does Grimm use for Rancho? I haven't dropped by his streams recently. I'm curious what he does on Rancho since it's so different. Oh, we forgot to hunt this zone. Oh, actually, never mind. We did this right. Let's go over here now. Thank you, Jolene. I appreciate that. Yeah, pretty much, Kyla. It is unfortunate, but where there's people that will believe things, people will try to milk that and abuse as much as they can. Just the sad reality of YouTube. Okay, how did we miss all of those? Apparently I'm just bad today. At least I managed to properly smoke those diamonds. Otherwise that would have been so sad. Gotcha, Kevin. Okay. It really is, Johnny. It's just crazy good. It's crazy good. Oh yeah, that's just stupid, Mel. That's just stupid. Who would believe any of that? Who would believe that? That's just not how it works. As somebody who's killed, I think, like 33,000 animals in Call of the Wild, that's not a thing. It doesn't work like that. As a content creator, I hunt quite a few animals and bounce from species to species quite often, and that has never happened after killing a rare. That is just complete garbage. Makes absolutely zero sense. Bunnies over there, what? And where's the rest of these deer? Did we really just poorly hit all of them like that? Something like that, Kyla. Honestly, I would not be opposed to having some type of a podcast talking about, like, news in the community and things like that. I would love to do something like that at some point. I've talked about it a couple times in the past, but never really, like, organized anything out of it. I'd love to do something like that. Maybe that can be the start of your channel, Kyla. You do, like, podcasting content instead of hunting content. There we go. There's another deer, finally. Well, drop it in the Discord, Amanda. That's the best way to verify it. Best way to show people that it's legit. Drop the screenshots and stuff in the Discord. You'd pay to watch that. It would be funny, I think. People would definitely watch it. Every week you have a special guest on. Could be pretty great. Yeah, guest hosts, exactly. I mean, maybe that's it, Kylie. Maybe that's your niche in the community when it comes to, like, videos. Maybe you could start out with that, because I don't think there's really anybody that does them right now. Personally, Dylan, I prefer to delete the entire herd by shooting every deer out of it and not deleting it by hunting pressure, but either one of them works. The only downside to deleting it with hunting pressure is it takes longer for the deer to return to that area because of the hunting pressure, but both of them work. Kyla Flinter podcast? Yes. Kyla Flinter podcast with special guests every single week. That would be cool. And you know, you could even switch it up. You could bring people on that maybe you disagree with, right? Like every month you bring somebody on to the show that you may have differing opinions with, and just have each of you talk about the things that you do in Call of the Wild and, like, what points you disagree on, and then try to, like, understand each other's looks on it, or each other's outlooks on it. I think that would be actually pretty awesome. It would definitely be wild, but I think it could be pretty good. I think it could be a big hit. Do it, Casey. That's definitely how it works. I've heard that too, and I've seen, like, I've seen 5,000 great ones spawned like that, you know? In fact, I actually got all my great ones from doing that trick. Just split the lungs. It works great, dude. All my great ones spawned off of perfect shots in between the lungs of the deer. And that's how you get them to spawn. It's a proven fact. True, Johnny. There we go. Oh yeah, Kyla. Gotta love it when that is literally the thing you see so many people say on, like, Facebook and stuff. You would not believe the amount of times that I've seen somebody say that, like, oh, I bet Flinter and Scarecrow and them use that. They have to. How else would they get good trophies? And it's like, are you stupid? You realize we put, like, between 5 and 10 hours into the game every single day. and then condense it down into like a 10 or 20 minute video. It's almost like people don't think before they post. Probably boost. Unfortunately, as content creators in the Call of the Wild community, we do have to be careful what type of stuff we say and what type of stuff we post in our videos, because some people take it completely wrong and start believing that, like, something is a fact. Even though, like, some people, like, for example, some people might be just giving out opinions on how they think the best way to grind great ones is, and next thing you know, there's like 100 people that are saying, well, this is fact, this is the only way you can grind them. It's unfortunately one of those things that we have to be careful about when it comes to telling people like what works best and things like that, because some people just take it for fact as being the only thing that works, when in reality there's lots of ways to do a lot of things. So there's a fine line between I guess, like, giving tips and it being completely misunderstood and being taken for, like, oh, it's 100% fact. I've seen some people that just did, like, videos talking about stuff they'd like to see in the game, and then for some reason some people thought that everything in the video was a confirmed fact. And it's like, the people clearly said that it was just ideas they'd like to see in Call of the Wild, but then some people, of course, believe that it's a fact and that it 100% is coming. Similar to, like, Jaxiebeard has said that all of the polls that they do here on YouTube are just for fun, just to see what the community wants to see, and it doesn't mean that those things will come to the game. But I see some people jumping into my streams and videos that are like, are you excited for the Moose Great One? And it's like, they never confirmed a Moose Great One. Unfortunately, it's just something that I think will always happen no matter how careful you are. Which is why it's always good to make sure that you're clear about what things are just ideas and what stuff is actually happening. They should get rid of some of the official content creators because of that. I'm not going to speak on that too much because, obviously, I don't want to start anything, but it's definitely one of those things where they don't want to have too many people as a content creator because it does kind of... Well, think of it this way, like, when you have an exclusive thing like the content creators for EW, the more people you add, the less exclusive it gets, and the less it seems like a special accomplishment to be a part of it, you know? And the more people you add, the more chances of adding somebody who's not good for the community. But, personally, I think Jaxie's done pretty good up till now. I think Jaxie's done a great job choosing the people. But yes, make Mel a content creator. I agree with that. Make Mel a content creator. I don't understand how Mel has not made it into the official content creators. Especially with all the work that she puts into it. It still seems kind of crazy to me that she's not one of them. But maybe in the future. You never know. I'm sure once they need more creators, then they'll probably start going through the people that have applied before. Maybe, Johnny, like, as kind of like a cleanup thing to maybe remove the people that don't post anymore, or people that don't post very often. I could maybe see that be a way to do it. Because obviously if you're not making videos on the game anymore, or you're just not making videos at all, or doing streams at all, then that's definitely a spot that could be freed up. I don't really think there's anybody like that right now, though, in the community. I think most of the people that are official content creators still make content on the game. But I get what you're saying. I get where you're coming from. Smoked! They're all deadited. Hey Matt, how's it going, dude? We had a crazy thing happen. We managed to get a super rare whitetail on our third run of the day. It was crazy. Yeah, kick Flinter out, he's a nerd. I know, right, Kyla? That Flinter nerd. What a nerd. Can't even get a great one within the first 3,000 kills. What is this? Oh, 5,000, 6,000 kill. I'm joking for those that couldn't tell. Just thought I'd clear that up because I've had a few people in the past that didn't think I was joking when I did stuff like that. So I'm joking. It's a joke. Me and Flint are friends. We're cool. It's his first one and I practically got two. I know, right, Kyla? Yeah, he was, KC. It was ridiculous. Like 6,000 kills into the grind, roughly, I think. Between 5 and 7K. Somewhere in that range. I don't remember what he said, but I know it was a lot. I know it was an obscene amount of red deer. So unlucky. But he got really lucky with his whitetail, only having to kill 1,500, so I guess he was bound to have a rough grind eventually. Probably, Johnny. Unfortunately, that's the one downside to joking, regardless of the topic. Ooh, there's a deer. So far, no great ones, though, which is a little sad. Maybe our super rare respawned a great one, though. Hey, get back here. You can't leave until I've actually got a proper shot into you. Yeah, Casey, that would be cool. That's one of the reasons I wanted another great one, was so I could have a mount like that. But now that I got that super rare, I guess I'm making another huddle if I get another great one. I don't even know what to do at this point. Like, my lodge has more whitetail than I initially intended to keep in there, and it's starting to push some of my other mounts out of the lodge, which is unfortunate. Oh yeah, it is, Brayden. It's possible. Normally I don't either, Kevin, but I've had so many people request it that I'm gonna give it a try and we'll see how it looks. And no, I don't stream on Twitch anymore, Valid. I only stream here on YouTube because it was just... I don't know, it was difficult to keep up with both platforms at once, and it's much more like... I guess it's easier to keep it all on YouTube, so I don't have to constantly swap all my stream keys and stuff like that over in OBS. It just makes it a lot more, I guess, streamlined and simple for me to stream on one platform. But I do post on TikTok now, so that's another platform to go check out. I don't know if we got the second deer. I don't think we did, to be honest. I think we hit it, but probably not very good, so it ran a long ways, most likely. So I think it is time to go check out what the respawn was from that diamond piebald. Please. Please give us a great one respawn. That would be just amazing. Please. Where are you? Where's our respawn? That's probably the respawn right there. Wow, look at the tip-to-tip spread. Oh gosh. That's ridiculous. Got 2 more bucks running in. Doesn't look like anything crazy. Man, I was hoping for a great one respawn over here, but looks like that guy's our best buck. It's still a good buck, though. That's a very solid one. Watch it be a great one piebald. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? That'd be insane. No, I don't do the TikTok dance. I do the TikTok Call of the Wild. Oh my gosh. That might be the most insane shooting I think I've ever done. Wow. Honestly, I'm shocked. I'm shocked I managed to actually do that. I don't think we've ever had aim even close to that good. That was insane. What great one would I want to be added to the game? Definitely black-tailed deer, mule deer, or one of the elk species. Or seek a deer. Seek a deer would be cool. Struggle to get 3 whitetail. I mean, part of it's probably just being on PC. It is a lot easier to aim with mouse and keyboard. A lot of it just comes down to a lot of time playing. Yeah, I just saved it actually, Average Joe. I'll probably post that on TikTok actually. Take out a gun that sometimes works. Wait. Take out a gun for what? I'm confused. Oh, are you talking about where it won't let you claim something? Yeah, if you're in multiplayer, then you probably can't claim it because you've most likely disconnected from the server. But if you're in single player, yeah, try equipping a gun, try pulling out your camera. If that doesn't work, walk away from the animal and walk back to it. If that doesn't work, then you can sometimes fast travel, and then fast travel back and it will work. There's a few different things you can try, but yeah, if it's in multiplayer, sadly, you're probably disconnected from the server, and you might have to reconnect. And then just hope you can find it again. What I would do is check what your ping is to the server. Or not your ping, but the host's ping. If the host has a 0 next to it, then that means you've disconnected. And you can do that if you're on PC by hitting the I key by default. Because if the host has a 0 as the ping, then that means you've disconnected. Okay, where is the rest of these? Where did we blast the last one? Or last 2, or however many it was? Okay, there's the blood. There she is. It's all 0. Yeah, that means you disconnected, unfortunately. If you remember what the host's name was, you can maybe find the server again. I would try that. Hey, Simon, how's it going? You missed us taking down a super rare whitetail deer. We got a diamond piebald. We finally bagged a super rare. And then we also got a diamond whitetail just like 20 kills after. It's been crazy. Why do you want so many great ones? Because I still haven't got the rack that I want. There's still 2 racks that I really want to get. And once I've got both of those, I'll be happy. There's still 3 racks in total that I've never killed, but 2 of them are like my top 2 racks that I wanted, so we're trying hard to get those 2. Yeah, Simon, it's been nuts, dude. This has been by far the most insane grinding stream we've done in so long. Hey, that's a good buck right there. Not a monster, but decent. Oh, the server went down. That's unfortunate, dude. Casey, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. You haven't fed Hunter all day. Please buy him treats. Hunter, I'm sorry, buddy. I've been neglecting you. We're gonna go get you some treats right now, amidst all the whitetail walking to us. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come with me. You need to be fed. Thank you, Casey. I appreciate that. It does, Johnny. It's got a really bad problem with multiplayer servers recently. The connection has just been so spotty. Probably, Johnny. I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised at all. Holy. We got this. Maybe we don't need the sand. I think we have the treats somewhere in here. Where would it be? Not in lures, right? Equipment. There we go. Biscuits. Biscuits for Hunter. Come here, man. Come here, bro. Hey. No, sit. Stay right there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Get a treat. You get a treat all because of KC here. There you go. What a good dog. Now, track these deer for me. Start a beginner series. I've done beginner series in the past. If I'm being honest, it's not really a series that I'm too interested in doing right now because I've already done it twice. Maybe if there's like some more major changes to the game, I'll do it, but my last beginner series is, it's still pretty relevant, so I don't really see a need to make another one right now. And I've also got a beginner tips and tricks video that I put out a couple months ago that still is pretty accurate and up to date. 214, not bad. Got that double lung. Alright guys, well, I think it is about time we jump off the stream. One more time, let's go into the lodge and we'll take a look at that super rare so that those of you that may have missed it can get a look at it. It was pretty insane. And we now have a pretty crazy multi-mount. Good doggo, I know, right? Such a good pupper. Let's go take a look at this super rare whitetail. And the mount that we put it in. We got our super rare piebald right here, along with our first ever whitetail great one that unfortunately has bugged out because of one of the updates EW pushed out, but it's still a great one, even if it did break. But then we got our melanistic whitetail right here, my biggest one ever. And so that's what this mount is. Biggest melanistic we've ever killed, our first great one, and a piebald diamond. Absolutely insane. It'll probably be around 5 or 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Ben. I gotta wait for the capture card to get here first, and then I also need to figure out how to set it up properly. And then everybody voted for me to skip the intro part of the game, so I'm gonna play through like the first 30 or 45 minutes to get past the intro, since it's a lot of lengthy text that is, quite frankly, pretty boring. The intro to the game's very boring, so we're gonna be skipping over it, but I'm excited to stream it. But yeah, it'll probably be like 3 hours from now, give or take a little bit, depending on how long it takes me to get everything set up. But yeah, there it is. There's our super rare. There's our super rare whitetail. The first ever that we've got. Sadly, not a big rack, but really cool regardless. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's gonna be it for today. Hopefully you all enjoyed this stream. It was quite an action-packed one. Had quite a bit of fun. And yeah, we're gonna be back later tonight with a Pokemon Legends of Arceus stream, provided I can get everything set up properly. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!